Hey everyone, it's the Food Fixer. The day has finally come. Not only am I sharing a secret recipe, I'm actually using a recipe. If you know the Food Fixer, you know the whole idea is to fix food and not be tied to a recipe. But I wanted to share this recipe because, first of all, there's really a lack of good coleslaw out there. Sorry, I know some of you have some of your favorites and they've been around a while, but as someone that loves coleslaw, that's eaten it my entire life, I'm really disappointed on a regular basis with coleslaw. And it doesn't have to be that way. It really can be a very simple thing. So today I'm going to show you my recipe. People that don't like coleslaw like my coleslaw. I think it's because it's just not heavy, weighted down with a bunch of mayonnaise or vinegar, chipped up really fine. All those sorts of things I think take away from it. First and foremost, it's all about the cabbage. Then it's just a matter of blending a few ingredients to make that cabbage really tasty. And that's all we're going to do here today. So we're just going to start with a 1 pound bag of cabbage. I like the tricolor. I like to get a little bit of carrots and a little bit of purple cabbage in there. If you just like the green cabbage, that's fine. So we're going to start with that, but we're going to set it aside for a minute and we're just going to make our dressing. So the first thing we're going to need is not here. It's right here. Mayonnaise. And we're just going to go with 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. Because like I said, this isn't going to be a super liquidy, heavy, creamy, vinegary type of coleslaw. I mean, you don't eat your salad that way, or I don't think you do. So we're going to start with 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. And then we're going to move on to, sorry about that, vinegar. We want 1 tablespoon of vinegar. And you can use any kind of vinegar. I like to use apple cider, but honestly, white vinegar is fine. Balsamic's okay too. Then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of sugar. If you want to use some stevia or Splenda, that's fine. It's just a sweetener. And I actually just maybe a little touch more. And then we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And the secret ingredient, but it really shouldn't be that secret, 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed. And maybe just a touch more. For me, I just like it to be a little heavier. That's it. That's our dressing. Now, I know you might be a little disappointed that I'm using a recipe and not just putting things in there and tasting as I go. However, this particular recipe, I just know it. I've been making it for a long time, and I really like it to be precise. I think it's best when it's followed to the T. So that's why we're doing it on this. At this point, we just want to mix this dressing up. Combine everything really well. As you can see, it's really not that much. And then the cool thing about this recipe is that it's perfect for a 1 pound bag. So we're just going to add our coleslaw mix, our cabbage. If you have fresh cabbage, that's even better. You know, the recipe calls for 1 pound of cabbage. So if you want to buy a whole cabbage and cut it up, or if you have something from the garden, that's even better. So we're just going to mix this so that we're coating all of it really well. Since all of my, well, most of my ingredients were refrigerated, you could serve it now, but it's best when it chills a bit. And also some of that sauce is going to settle, or the dressing is going to settle to the bottom. So I like to give it one more stir at that point before I serve it. But if you wanted to serve it now, I think you'd be okay. As you can see, it's not heavy. I mean, we have just lightly coated this cabbage with this outstanding dressing. I like to make it, keep it on hand. You know, it goes great with a lot of things. It would accompany barbecue, pulled pork, anything you put on the grill would be great. Use it instead of a salad. And it's really cheap, so I just like to make it up, put it in the fridge, and pull it out when I make a lunch or whatever. If you like this coleslaw and this video, please smash the like button, and I welcome you to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so you're notified when a new video comes out. It's once a week, so I'm not going to beat you up with video notifications, but we're going to make a lot of good stuff, and you're going to be a hero if you keep watching. See you next time.